Hey guys, Nuke Dude here. Just not really back in a video game, just here to talk about some 7 Days to Die. What we're gonna be talking about today is the Alpha 11 expectancy, I guess, like what they're planning to release in Alpha 11, which from what I've been seeing, it looks pretty cool. Basically, first they're gonna try and put in a new gun system. It's like it adds so your guns can be broken, damaged, poor, average, great, or flawless, and apparently legendary, which is like the quality of your gun. If like you have to build your gun, you can't find them basically, and yeah, all that kind of stuff. And all like if it's broken and stuff, it'll change the damage, like how much damage it does, how the accuracy is, the degradation rate apparently, scope zoom level, knockback strength, penetration, and fall off range. So basically, the better your gun, the better it'll work. And apparently later they'll add that into armor, tools, and melee weapons, is what it says right here. But I guess that's not in yet. But anyways, that's gonna be pretty cool. Next, they're adding in new hands, FPS hands, and animations. Basically, so your hands will look a lot better, and a whole bunch of new animations for what they can do. Which that'll be pretty cool. Not really as pumped for that as I am for the guns, but they're adding in a new weapon too, the blunderbuss muzzle loader, and a new handmade bow. The bow's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, crossbow's cool, but bow and arrow is just better. That's always how it is. Let's see. There's new wellness improvements, which I guess it'll make us easier to understand wellness. I don't know. I understand it pretty well, but whatever. It's just it's just what it says. Leveling and leveled loot. I didn't see this one. This says we're enhancing our current player leveling system, improving the criteria and adding leveled loot lists to the game, so higher level players can get better loot drops. This is needed to work with our new gun, armor, tool, and weapon quality systems. So that's pretty cool. Basically, once you level up, you'll get better loot. So you always have like a goal. Basically, that makes a lot. It makes the game a lot better. Some new random gen mixing XML. Let's just see. So your random gen mixer. So users can set up their own world, including the selection of world size, biomes, height, intensity, prefabs per biome, and prefab chance to spawn, and more. So basically you can make your own random gen world and what you want in it. You can choose like how much buildings spawn, I guess, how big the world is, how high it is. That's pretty cool, actually. What else? Usability enhancements, adding new windows like right-click function menu for items in the player's backpack, belt, and loot containers. The player needs to simply right-click on an item and a pop-up menu will display a list of items related actions. So kind of like take, craft, equip, use, eat, drink, read, examine, scrap, and compare. Well, that makes it a lot easier, actually. It'll make it a lot easier to grab stuff and destroy stuff and whatever, rather than having to drag it to your bar and then drink it or eat it and then yada yada yada. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Integrate Steam networking. We're adding, evaluating, and integrating new Steam networking code and are optimistic will gain performance stability and more reliable NAT punch through. So basically that means they'll just make the game run a lot smoother, a lot less powerful. They won't need like a freaking top of the line computer just to play it. New armor system inspired by the gun system. It is, where is it? Where the player can craft or find in loot, leather, and iron armor pieces with 6 quality ranges, which the ones before, Once the player reads the associated book and accumulates the minimum skill points, he can begin crafting the lowest level leather or iron armor. To craft the higher armor, the player must either boost his skills or find higher armor through looting. Well, that's basically the gun thing, just slightly different. But just gonna skip over this one. We'll come back to it because it's probably the most anticipated one. It's a new localization system, integrating a new spreadsheet based on localization, allowing much easier multi-language support for in-game items. That's not really, that's just changing languages. Thought that would be a little bit better, but improved random world generation. Improving the random gen pathing system to allow vertical cutting as well as tunnels and a more robust town code. That's cool. Now it won't be like a square you can go in like two directions when digging. You can go in any direction. That is very handy. And last but not least, the drivable mini bike. Not a dirt bike, it's a mini bike. Players must gain mechanical knowledge through books and skills and find parts to craft and assemble a chassis, brake and throttle cable, small engine, gas tank, and more. So basically you can build your own little mini bike and drive it. It's so much better than walking and just wasting all that time. Just be able to get a mini bike and drive it around. That is probably the most anticipated part of Alpha 11. That is going to be great. But that's really all that their website says, at least. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.